Hey guys, my name is Cameron. In today's video, I'm going to be doing some sewing. I feel like these videos people always love watching. It's like the exact same technique I've been using in my other videos, but I'm just going to do two different pairs of jeans. This pair is a skinny jeans and this one's like a little bit more of a loose fit down at like the ankles. I think they're called mom jeans. No, they're dad jeans. I don't really know what the difference is, but they're really cute. They're both from Hollister and they're really cute on. They just don't fit my waist very well. So I think I'm just gonna show you guys how to do both of them. I might do like a part 1 and a part 2. So I can focus more in on both the different types of jeans and like kind of the differences that I do with them. They're not huge differences, but sometimes you have to change little techniques depending on the pair of jeans. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. I'm just gonna do a little try on. You guys can see like how they don't fit my waist. When you do this, you need jeans that fit like really well everywhere else, and then they just don't fit your waist and that's it. I'm not gonna be fixing like the legs to fit. I've done that before, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I think we should probably just do the waist for now. Okay, so here are these jeans. They're super cute and they look like they fit me really well. Then turn around, you can see that they don't fit my waist that great. So I'm going to take them in to make them fit me more like that. They look super cute though. I can show you the bottoms right now. So here's the full fit of them. They're a little baggier down at the bottom. They fit my hips pretty decently, but not my waist. So that's what we're going to be working on fixing. But they're super cute fit. We are going to start on the lighter jeans. I should do a little try on of. They're really cute. First thing we're gonna do is try them on inside out and mark where we want to sew. So I'll just show that really quick. Put them on inside out and then zip them up, which is kind of hard to do. And then button them. And now we are going to mark what we want to take in. So I have quite a bit of extra room left over. But I have some room, so I'm literally just gonna pinch the sides to the point where it fits me really well. And now I have a little bit of room pinched on each side, and I try to line it up pretty perfectly with these seams, so it's kind of lined up perfectly on both sides. And then I let go of one side, try not to pull any more than I already had, and I mark it with a little marker. This is a chalk marker. It just washes out of the clothes really well. I've used a regular marker before because I don't care, but it's just the inside of your pants, so it doesn't matter that much. So now I don't know if you can see that, but from there to there is what we're going to be removing. Same with this side, from there to there is what we're going to be removing. Now we are good to take them off and we can start sewing. Okay, so now that I have these jeans marked up, as you can see, we're going to take a, whatever these are called, a seam ripper. We're going to take a seam ripper and we're going to remove the little belt loops that are in the way of where we're going to be removing. So like right here we're removing, and on the other side there's a little belt loop. And I want that belt loop after. I want to be able to use it. So I'm just going to remove it so that we can reattach it later. Because if we don't, then it's just gonna end up getting removed with the part of the pants that we're removing. And it kind of sucks because that's like, I use those to pull up my pants a lot. I don't really use belts, but I'll just like pull up my pants with the belt loops. And it's like a habit of mine. And so I need these to be here or else like kind of bothers me. So you guys wear belts, then that's a perfect reason to keep these as well. This is kind of an extra step. You don't really need to do it if you don't care about the belt loops, but it's a step that I always want to do. If you literally just seam rip them off, have the top off already, it's pretty easy to get off. So I just took off this belt loop. It's completely removed. I'm gonna do it on the other side now, of the other side of the jeans, because on this side it's going to remove one as well, so I'm just going to remove this belt loop too. Okay, so I got the last one off and now we are good to sew. We don't have anything bulky in the way and we'll be able to reattach those after. You can kind of see the mark from them. Luckily that will all be removed. You won't see that mark anymore. So now that they are still flipped inside out, you can find those lines that you made earlier when you marked them and kind of fold them together so that they meet on each side like this. Kind of line up the pants so that you're going to be going straight down that seam on the side. It's pretty simple from here. You're just going to take it and line it up perfectly with your needle. I have done this by hand, by the way. I didn't have a sewing machine for a while and I didn't know how to use one for a while, and I did all of this by hand. It takes a really long time, but it can be done. So if any of you guys are like, dang, I can't do this, I don't have a sewing machine, I've done this before by hand. It takes a really long time, like I said, but it can still be done. So don't get too sad. If you're willing to take the time and do it by hand, then you can do it. I'm gonna keep it on about 1 for the length, and then I'm just gonna do a straight stitch, which is A or B. If you have the same sewing machine as me, then that's useful information, I guess. I'm gonna come down to about like right here when I start sewing. I don't want to go down too far because I really like the fit of where it fits on my butt and my hips and my legs, so I don't really want to go down any farther. I line up the top so that it's not uneven at all, and then I'm just going to sew straight down. I'm going to make sure that I secure the top part with a back stitch, and then I'm going to keep going down the side and make sure that it transitions into this side seam really smoothly. You don't want to cut straight across because then you'll have kind of a little corner. Let me show you. Okay, so I kind of went a little farther than I thought I was going to, but sometimes I just do that to make sure that it's going to be a straight line and it's going to look good. That's just one stitch. You can kind of see the indent of the stitch. I used white thread so you guys could see it better, but it's not showing you that well still. But you can see I started up here. You can see that little loop that is just going to be fabric that is not shown anymore. Like when I open this up, now there's a new seam all the way down until I stopped, and then it'll transition back into the old seam. When it has a rolled seam like these do, it's a little harder to make the transition look smooth, but that doesn't even look bad at all once you're wearing them. We're gonna do the exact same thing that we just did on this side to this side. Same thing, go to where you marked them, line them up with the seam on the side, and then go ahead and sew the exact same thing. One thing you have to be aware of is sometimes they have like those little buttons on pants. These pants don't have them, and the other pants I don't think have them, but they have those weird little metal buttons on those like front pockets, and those can be really annoying and they break needles all the time. So just be careful of that, be more aware of that. I have jean needles, so they're a little bit sharper, a little bit stronger. I would probably recommend getting stronger needles because going through jean like this can wear down your needles, and I break needles pretty often. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on this side. Now that you're at this point and you have both sides with a straight seam, okay, here are these jeans completely done. Well, not completely done. It's not completely done, but they're done. Like, this is what they're gonna probably end up looking like in the end. I have a little bit of bunching over here, so I think I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna go back in and fix that. But this side looks really, really nice. It's very smooth. Doesn't look weird or anything. This side's really not even bad either, but there's probably just like a little bit of extra fabric right here that I need to fix. These pants look super good. I'm really happy with how they look. I'm going to show you guys how to make it more permanent so that it stays like this. It doesn't move around or anything like that. I'll just show you guys that really quick. So on this side, I'm just going to take off a little bit more. Like I showed you guys, there was a little bit where it kind of bunched up on the side. So I'm just going to remove a little bit more, try to make it a little smoother of a transition. You can kind of see right there. Before it was coming this way, and then now it's kind of a little bit of a bigger section off. Here's the jeans. I fixed the bunching on this side and they fit literally perfect. You can see there's no more gapping up here, no room to move around. So now that we know that they fit like really, really well, we got to make sure to try them on at this stage so that we know that they fit like this. we can secure it, make sure it looks really good and secure on the inside, and then we can reattach those belt loops that we removed. Okay, so now keep them inside out, or flip them back inside out, and we're gonna do one more straight stitch all the way down the side. Again, like just overlap what we just did, just to make sure that it's super secure and that the seams aren't gonna kind of pop out of it so you can't see the seams. And then after that, I'll tell you what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna do it on both sides really quick. Okay, so now that I've like double secured it on the straight stitch, I'm just going to do a zigzag stitch. If I had a serger, I would definitely just use a serger, but I don't have one. I would love to have one. It's just definitely not gonna happen anytime soon. So I'm just gonna do a straight stitch instead, or a zigzag stitch, not a straight stitch. And then that will hopefully secure it enough that I don't need to use a serger. I've seen other people use this hack before and it works pretty good. I've used them on all my jeans and it works really well. So if you want to, you can cut off some of this excess fabric. It never bothers me, so I usually just leave it. And then I just do a zigzag stitch pretty close to the straight stitch right here. And I'll just show you at the end what I do, but it's pretty simple. I'm just gonna do that on both sides and then I can show you kind of what I did. Okay, so really quick, here was that zigzag stitch. You can kind of see it up here, and then it leads down all the way down the side of that seam, just to make sure that if something happened to this front seam, the pants wouldn't just fall apart. You can see on the inside, they look pretty good. So I'm just gonna do that to this side just to make sure that it's super secure, and then we can cut off all the string. Okay, so I just cut off all of the strings that were just hanging off. I'm sure there's some more that I missed, but I just did a quick little run through. And now these jeans are completely sewn. That's all that I do for them. The only thing that I'm gonna do now is add these little belt loops on. It's super easy. I'm gonna change the thread to match it so that they're gold like these are, just because I'm extra like that, but you don't really need to. I've done it where I haven't matched it. Okay, so I'm gonna reattach these, but I'm gonna kind of do it off camera just because I have a lot of stuff that I've filmed for these pair of jeans. But for next week's pair of jeans, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I reattach these. It's pretty simple. I've done a video on it before, but that way this video is not going to be like insanely long and then the next one's like super short. So that's going to be it. I'm just going to do these really quick and then I can show you guys the end result. Okay, you can see that I reattached those belt loops. And again, I can show you guys how I do that in my next video for part 2. I'm going to show you guys how these look now. Okay, so here is the after of the pants. I attached these back on. Those look pretty good. There's no more gapping. Now I feel like I can just wear them and I don't have to like think about the fact that they don't fit me or wear a belt or anything like that. I can just throw them on and wear them with whatever I want. I'm really happy with them. If you're curious to see how I fix the other pants, just wait around for next week. I'm gonna do a part 2 of it. Here is the full view of the pants now. That they fit me really well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching.